Okay, all packed up, and we are leaving the Bench Lakes, headed down to the head of Redfish Lake, and then we will be headed to, what's the lake? Marshall Lake, that's right. We've been talking about it, and we'll see how far we get. Marshall Lake's the goal. We want to try to get farther. We want to try to get as close to the car as possible. So, more playing it by ear. But here we go.
So we're getting closer to town, getting closer to Stanley. We can hear sirens. We've passed a few day hikers, in their cars, all the sounds of town, right? When we get to the bottom of this hill, we're only gonna be like half mile, if that, from the Redfish Lodge, which would have food and probably running water, things like that, luxuries. We're our last night out here, and so it's like the kid in the, I don't want to say kid in the candy store, but the kid that's homesick, right? Where it's like, man, I just want to go home. We won't be able to do the whole thing today. Oh, hold on, day hikers coming, and they are loud. Anywho, I'm back. So the pull is strong to go into town. Just to hike into the Redfish Lodge, grab ourselves a burger, find that running water to at least wash our hands. Holy crap. Or turn the other direction and continue to hike towards the car. Roy mentioned in a different video, the car's, I think he mentioned it, that the car is about 15 miles from where we camped. We don't think we can do that all in today. It would be a big push. And then what? It's an 8-hour drive home, right? So even if we get out tonight, I'm not making it home tonight. But just thoughts going through my head as we're hiking down closer to town. It's kind of cool. Today's the first day. Today's the 4th of July, by the way. And today's the first day since we've been out here that I've had any kind of service. So I've talked to my son, checked in to see how things are going at the house. He's checked in with my mom to see how she was doing, making sure everything was okay there, right? Everything that I would be in the middle of if I was home, but because I'm in the middle of God's country, things I can't check in on all the time. So I guess you guys will find out when we find out what we're doing. We were also reminiscing earlier today. It's a year ago today. We were on the PCT, and we camped at the top of this hill, and we overlooked Cascade Locks, could see Mount Hood. I think it's video 2 of our PCT journey, if you want to go check it out if you haven't. Got to hear the fireworks from down at Cascade Locks. Had Mount Hood in the background. It's hard to believe that journey, that PCT journey, it's already a year ago now. But the Sawtooths here are amazing. They're harder than what you give them credit for. But anyways, okay, talk to you later.
go. There's our little lunch spot for the day. If I can walk straight, I'll get right up over to the top and show you the view. You can see out there on the flats, right up into the valley. And right up there is where we camped last night. And there's the very tip of Redfish Lake. And that's the hill we climbed up. All right, here we are, back into the wilderness. Still headed to Marshall Lake. Cracked over the ridge and we're headed down into the lake. This trail seems to be a little bit less used. I'm guessing because most people go to Marshall Lake and don't go this way. So this could be interesting. We're currently headed to Goat Creek. About another 3 miles. We want to get as close to the car as possible for a short day out tomorrow. I think we're going to have a lot of this. So this could slow us down a little bit, but that's okay. We've done some pretty long sections of uncleared stuff before. So stay tuned. Oh geez, look at this one. Hold on. Okay, well, looks like we get to deal with some fun stuff. Yeah, so this section is more of this. Fun stuff. Okay, here is our little spot. We have some neighbors, but here is our little spot at Goat Creek Junction. Goat Creek. Flats? Something like that. Anyway, it should be a short trip out tomorrow.